Good morning, Phoenix Nation. Mr. Harris here again with another video. Welcome back. It's Monday. Just want to get into the swing of things again. Today's video is going to be centered on constructive response answers. So after we read through our article, I'm going to give you an example of a constructive response answer through a teacher model. After that teacher model, you guys will have the opportunity to respond to 2 questions. If you have the packet that was sent out by the district, it's going to be the story The Sun, Our Shining Star. If you don't have the packet already, it's coming in the mail. Don't worry. You can just write out your response on a sheet of paper, and you can upload that to Class Dojo, and that will be your assignment for the day. Alright, so let's jump into things. The first thing I want to address is our reading plan of attack. So with our reading plan of attack, remember our first thing that we always do is preview the passage, jot the genre, and the thinking jobs. So let's preview the passage. Let's look over this article we have so far, and let's think about what genre it is. So you see the title, The Sun, Our Shining Star. If I look at the first paragraph, I see them talking about trillions of stars, the solar system, the sun, 5 billion years ago. I see them talking about the other planets in the second paragraph. It looks like they're talking about how far it might be. So with all of this information, all of this important information, real information, I would say that it's safe to say that the genre of this text is nonfiction. If our genre is nonfiction, we know that our thinking jobs are topic, and teach me. So we jot every time. We discuss our topic, and then we jot every time the author teaches something new about the topic, or teaches me something new about the topic. And our topic for today is the sun. So let's start reading. Trillions of stars shine in our universe, but did you know that one of the shining stars is the sun? The sun is the star nearest to the planets in our solar system. Because of its location near Earth, the sun seems much brighter and bigger to us than other stars do. Most scientists think that the sun and solar system formed about 5 billion years ago. So here we can stop and jot that sun. Right. The sun is a 5 billion year old star. And we stop and jot that because it gives us an idea of exactly what that paragraph is talking about, without having to go back to the text and figure out and read the entire passage again. All the planets and other objects in our solar system orbit the sun. An orbit is the path a space object takes around a much larger object. The sun is the largest object in our solar system. All the planets are held in orbit by the sun's gravity. which is the force that pulls objects toward one another. Because the sun is so massive in its size, it pulls with a tremendous amount of gravity. The diameter of the sun is nearly 865,000 miles, 1.4 million kilometers. How big is the sun compared to Earth? You would need more than 100 Earths to cover the length of the sun's diameter. Here we can stop and jot that the sun's size holds the solar system together. Right. The sun is made up of very hot gases. These gases are mainly hydrogen and helium. These gases are so hot that the surfaces of the sun glows. The sun's surface is always boiling up with flares. The temperature of the sun's surface is about 10,000 degrees Fahrenheit, 5,500 degrees Celsius. Deep inside the sun, at its core, the temperature is millions of times hotter. The core is the sun's power factory. Inside the core, tiny particles of gas are tightly packed in extreme heat and pressure. When these particles crash into one another, they create terrific energy. This energy is the form of heat and light. It takes thousands of years for that energy to travel from the sun's core to the surface. But once the energy bubbles up to the outer layer of the sun's atmosphere, it reaches Earth in a very short amount of time, 8 minutes. So here we can write the sun's, let's capitalize that because it's a proper noun and add that apostrophe. The sun's gases, that's right, hot gases. The sun's hot gases create heat and light energy. The powerful energy of the sun provides Earth and the other planets in our solar system with light and heat. How much energy a planet gets from the sun depends on its position in the solar system. Planets closest to the sun receive the most heat. Planets farthest away from the sun receive the least heat. Earth is in an ideal position in the solar system. Earth's position to the sun makes life on Earth possible. Earth's position keeps it warm enough so that most of the water on the planet is in liquid form, not frozen, but not so hot that the water boils off into gas. People, planets, and animals on Earth need water to survive. We also need the sun's energy to make food. Without the sun, we would not have enough water to drink or food to eat. Here we can write Earth's distance from the sun makes it safe for us to live. Last paragraph. For thousands of years, people on Earth have recognized the importance of the sun. Some groups of ancient people built temples to worship the sun. Others built huge stone structures to mark the position of the sun in the sky at different times of year. They used the sun to create calendars. They used the position of the sun to help them know when to plant crops. These ancient people can be thought of as the first astronomers. Today's scientists have learned a lot about the sun, but they want to learn even more, especially about how the sun affects our life on Earth. Here we can write about how early astronomers used the sun. All right. Now, let's flip over and look at our questions. As I said before, I'm going to answer the first one. You guys will be able to think about the next two. I'm going to assign some constructive response questions in Class Dojo for credit for today. Not Class Dojo, sorry, Study Island. The author most likely wrote this selection too. Now, the important thing about answering the constructive response answer is making sure that we have a claim, our reason, and our evidence. So for now, I'm going to write those on the page so that we make sure that we have them. All right? We have our claim, our reason, our evidence. Okay? Claim, our reason, and our evidence. I'm going to write my answers in a different color. Okay. So our claim directly answers the question. Let's think, if we want to be really brief, how would we answer this question without jumping into too much detail? The author most likely wrote this selection too. When I think about it, I know that this question is about my author's purpose. And just to remind everyone, when we talk about author's purpose, we talk about our pie. That's to persuade, inform, and entertain. So if I have a nonfiction text like this, we know that the author isn't really entertaining us. He's not really giving us details about he's not really trying to make us laugh or anything like that. And throughout the story, he's just really telling us about the sun. He or she is really just telling us about the sun. So that means they're not persuading us about anything. It's not like they're trying to convince us that the sun is the best star in the solar system. We could use what we've learned about the sun being a 5 billion year old star, its size that holds our solar system together, and the hot gases that provide heat and light energy, to say that the author is trying to inform us about the sun. So here I'll write the author most likely wrote this selection to inform us about the sun. Our reason is why we believe in our claim. Doesn't have to have any evidence, because our evidence is our last section. So our reason, the reason why we believe that the author wrote this selection to inform us about the sun, is that the author includes important details to show us the sun's significance. Lastly, you can include one of these details in order to give evidence for our answer. So I always like to include my details with direct quotes. And I'm just going to grab a quote from, from paragraph 3. Where it says, when these particles crash into one another, they create terrific energy. This energy is in the form of light, heat and light. And here I'm just adding such as in order to transition my statements better. So the reason why I added that such as is because this is all going to be read as one paragraph. When we get a little more practice, we can remove the claim, reason, evidence portion of it, and it'll read like this. The author most likely wrote this selection to inform us about the sun. The author includes important details to show us the sun's significance, such as when the particles crash together, they create terrific energy. This energy is in the form of heat and light. So we see how we move from a really simple answer to a complex answer, robust answer that includes all of our parts, our claim, our reason, our evidence. As I said before, and let me just clarify because I think I mixed it up a little earlier, what you guys are going to do is you guys are going to you can look at these two questions, answer them if you want to. I will include something on Study Island for you guys to actually submit. And our question for today for attendance is, what makes a superhero? Alright? Thank you for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed the lesson. Definitely let me know your thoughts and ideas via Class Dojo. Have a great day.